Hey guys, there is another magical girl show that's airing this anime season, which is the sequel to Yuki Yuna. Yuki Yuna wa Yuusha de Aru was a very impactful magical girl show that aired some years ago, and we have the sequel for this story, which is called Yuki Yuna wa Yuusha de Aru, Washio Sumi no Shou. Because this time around we have Washio Sumi as the main character, not Yuna from the first season. But actually, this season is actually it's a sequel, like in a timeline, in a release time frame, but it's actually a prequel in the story sense, of the word. Because this is set, from what I read, this anime is set like 2 years before the happenings of Yuki Yuna. And the first episode just aired, and I watched this episode yesterday, and I was really impactful. This episode was really impactful. I was impacted by it a lot. And I think it was a very good episode, first episode, but I don't know, because I feel like this is a story for people who watched Yuki Yuna before. So we actually understand more of what's going on, because this episode didn't really explain anything. So first of all, we have a group of 3 girls, which are going to be the main team of this anime, if I read correctly. I don't know if there are more characters. But those 3 girls are going to be the fighters in this story. So they're like the chosen ones for the mission to fight the Vertex, which are special creatures that come from a different dimension, and they have to protect our dimension. So those girls, they protect the dimension with the magical girl powers. And if we're to judge this anime by this fight, the fight of this first episode, the fights are going to be really, really intense. So when Yuki Yuna started, the fights were intense, but not this quick. Right now in the first episode, the fight was really tough, and the girls really suffered to get through it. And I think that watching it, after watching Yuki Yuna, we can actually understand, we can actually foresee what those girls are going to go through. And it's not going to be an easy journey for those girls, and I don't know if they know that, but if they don't know, this is going to be a very sad event for them. And I'm pretty sure those things will happen, but let's focus on the episode at hand. For what I know, this season is going to be 6 episodes only, and it's actually an adaptation of a movie that was a 3-part movie, something like that. But I never watched the movie, so please, if you watched it, don't leave spoiler comments, because I really want to have like a good experience while watching it and being surprised with everything, because I'm pretty sure this is going to be very impactful and very surprising, just like Yuki Yuna was. So I think this is going to be only 6 episodes, so this actually makes the action, this pretty tough action of the first episode understandable, because they won't have much time. And I think there's going to be another season that's also going to be 6 episodes, which actually is going to be a sequel to Yuki Yuna. That's going to happen after what happened in Yuki Yuna. So I think that this episode was really strange, because we have a school in which the girls study, and they all celebrate this god that gives them power. And this god, they pray to this god, and they really praise him, her, I don't know. But it's kind of scary, because what this god does to the girls is very cruel. But it's very interesting, because we've had like 2 different parts. In the first half we had the fight, and in the second half we had a very nice part of the story, which was Washio trying to get to know the girls better, the other 2 girls better. So she tried very hard. She's not a very sociable person, and that scene was very interesting. I really liked that, and I really liked seeing more interaction between the girls. And it's a crucial thing for them. They need to be like in the same frequency, because if they're not going to be able to defeat the monsters, because the Vertex are really, really strong. Like, they're not your usual magical girl show villain. they're just way too strong and they're not really villains. They're just creatures. They're not really trying to do anything evil, like with an evil mindset. It seems it's just their nature to, go and destroy our world and whatever. I don't remember correctly what they're trying to achieve. But so we don't have much background in this story, and to be honest, I forgot lots of things that happened in Yuki Yuna back then, but I remember like the key points of Yuki Yuna. I think I remember the key points. But so I was able to enjoy this first episode. So if you haven't watched Yuki Yuna, I don't know how this experience will be. And the episode had this intense frenetic action that Yuki Yuna has, and it also has transformation scene for each girl, and the blonde one was particularly funny because it was so out of place with Yuki Yuna in general, with little animals, with a little cat and a little chicken in her transformation. I was like, what the hell is going on here? But the transformation was very nice either way. So we had those three girls. They're very strong. They're fighting relentlessly and mercilessly against the Vertex. And one of the first scenes of this anime with Washio washing her body probably after a fight, it was really strong because it was really like, oh my god, what is this girl going to go through and how is she going to handle that? Will she be able to handle that like the girls in Yuki Yuna? And I remember that in Yuki Yuna, there is a magical girl that appears in the Yuki Yuna timeline that was a previous magical girl. So maybe it's one of those three. I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe it's probably Washio who is the leader. But I don't remember. I'm probably going to have to go back and watch Yuki Yuna again, at least those episodes, to see if there's actually a hint as to what happened to Washio in her story. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm just gonna enjoy Washio and her own story by itself. So this is another anime that I'm very excited, and I'm probably going to vlog it weekly. And I hope you guys follow it. I hope you guys talk to me about it as well. So if you're in, please leave a comment. Let's talk about this first episode and let's suffer together in this second season of Yuki Yuna. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye!